Well, today, Savannah and Chatham County leaders are at the state capitol for Savannah Chatham Day. Local lawmakers and community leaders meeting face-to-face with state officials. They're pushing priorities they hope will bring real change right back home. That's from infrastructure and transportation to education, public safety, and housing. The goal is to make sure coastal Georgia's needs are heard right there at the state level. And that's where we find Tina Tyshaw and Ben Singer live in Atlanta. Guys, it's been a big day already.
And it is one big Savannah celebration right now. Hundreds upon hundreds of people here. They've traveled from all parts of the state, in fact, because, you know, Savannah really does know how to throw a party. But really getting to the seriousness of the matter today. It is all about hope. It is all about vision and bringing those dollars back to Savannah to lift our community.
So certainly some networking is still taking place at this hour, but a lot of the hard work was done last night and today. We have WSAV's Artisha Chatham with us today in person, live in person. You actually were observing some of the things that happened today in terms of the meetings that were going on and the priorities that were being shared.
Yeah, absolutely. Right now we're seeing all of them enjoying the oysters and getting maybe a glass of wine. But during the day it was all about business, getting money and prioritizing what Savannah would like lawmakers to prioritize in this legislative session. And part of that discussion includes funds for tourism, healthcare, roads and bridges, infrastructure, as well as fixing the city's homeless population. The state allocating $50 million. So Savannah certainly wants a chunk of that to make sure that they get a little bit of that to fix it for the Savannah region. Of course, education always being an important element of the budget, getting money for Savannah State, Savannah Tech, as well as Georgia Southern. We spoke to lawmaker Ben Watson, who says they are trying their best to get more funding for healthcare and getting more doctors and nurses in that region. That way we'll have a better pipeline of healthcare workers.
And Archie, you mentioned you had an opportunity to talk and be in a session with State Representative Edna Jackson as well today. What was that like?
Yeah, so we were inside there, and I think one of the key recurring themes we talk about is getting money that will benefit the ports and really building an infrastructure so that we can bring more businesses like Kia, like Hyundai, and bringing more jobs not only to Savannah but really to all parts of Georgia, and especially with the ports. The Georgia ports being such a vital and crucial corridor, having the funding for Savannah helps all parts of the state. One of the biggest things that we also heard was about housing and affordable housing. With some of these interest rates being high, we're talking about this is difficult at the federal level. They can't change that. So locally, what can we do? And that's either building more units or having more options so people can buy property and not worry about renting. There's also a new Home Act where they're trying to get rid of the property taxes. So if that passes through, certainly some good news on the economic front.
Artisha Chatham, thank you so much for that. We appreciate it. Of course, we're not done here. We're going to join you again in just a few moments. This was put on by the Savannah Chamber. I'm going to talk with them.
Thank you all so very much. We'll check back in with you later. Turning now to our continuing coverage of the July shooting at the Oglethorpe Mall that resulted in the death of one woman. Today, all 6 of the accused stood before a Chatham County judge. WSAV's Nakaya Harris was inside that courtroom and has more from today's proceedings.
State of Georgia versus Haynes.
6 people now face serious charges over the July 2nd shootout. A grand jury indicted them on a total of 71 counts, including felony murder. That's because one bystander later died from heart complications. On Wednesday, the defendants were back in court for a pretrial status hearing. Attorneys told the court they're still waiting on key evidence. That includes forensic evaluation of the firearm and ballistics analysis from the Georgia Bureau of Investigation, as well as the state's gang expert analysis related to the indictment. The state also advising a court date to be set so GBI can begin that testing.
The analysis that takes 10 weeks generally, so we would anticipate having at least some ballistic analysis to provide, and we can order that to be tested once a court date is set.
Defense attorneys say they can't fully prepare or challenge the case without this information, some asking for extra time to file motions once the reports are complete.
Though we may want certain things to be done as expeditiously as possible, we are dealing with other sources and forces that we don't control.
To keep things moving, the judge set a 20-day deadline for the state to provide missing reports. After that, all 6 defense teams will be able to file any motions they need before the case comes back to court. Nakaya Harris, WSAV News 3, on your side.
New tonight at 6, a Bullitt County grand jury's returned an indictment in a violent home invasion and sexual assault case. Keith Guzman was indicted today for his alleged role in an overnight break-in and sexual assault of an 11-year-old girl in the Eagle Creek Mobile Home Park in Statesboro. Guzman faces multiple felony charges, including rape, aggravated child molestation, home invasion, false imprisonment, and cruelty to children. He was arrested on January 15th following a traffic stop, and an immigration detainer has now been placed on Guzman, who will be deported after his case is settled and served here in the United States if he's convicted. And a massive drug trafficking operation has been broken up along the Georgia coast. The FBI says 55 of 56 people indicted in a case called Powder Island have now been arrested. Dozens more taken into custody just this morning in Glynn County. WSAV's Jillian Coles has the details.
FBI Director Kash Patel has given our workforce a very simple mandate: crush violent crime. But this morning, FBI Atlanta, along with our federal, state, and local partners, made a significant effort to do just that here in the Glynn County community.
FBI Assistant Special Agent in Charge Brian Osden says this is a case they've been following since 2023. Of the 56 people indicted, 7 have been arrested previously. This morning, 150 officers in Florida, Georgia, South Carolina, New York, and Texas arrested 48 more people.
The FBI's goal in this investigation is not just to put people in handcuffs for a few days, but to build cases that cut to the capability of criminal enterprises, putting the worst offenders behind bars for long periods of time in order to keep our communities safe.
This morning's arrest included officers from Glynn County Police and Sheriff's Department, Brunswick Police, and the Georgia Bureau of Investigation. Osden says the drugs such as meth, fentanyl, cocaine, and more were being sourced from Los Angeles, Miami, Jacksonville, and Atlanta. One indicted suspect was shipping in drugs overseas as well.
Citizens have asked the law enforcement agencies in this community, what are we going to do with crime? I believe that this operation is indicative of the work that is being done. Citizens and residents and visitors deserve to feel safe and be safe in our community.
Osden says he expects the last suspect to turn herself in tomorrow. Reporting in Glynn County, Jillian Coles, WSAV News 3. On your side.
WSAV Time Saver Traffic is brought to you by Arrowhead Clinic, the accident doctors, where it pays to get well.
We have been experiencing some delays along Interstate 16 westbound between Chatham Parkway and Dean Forest Road, but speeds have since increased a bit. Just a little bit of a delay heading toward Pooler Parkway past 95. So it is taking 14 minutes to get from downtown Savannah to Pooler. We do have wet roadways out there for tonight, so definitely be careful on the roadways. Rain chances will begin to diminish as we head toward early Thursday morning as some colder air moves in. We'll have all the forecast details coming up in just a few moments.